Nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get it in. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So second and goal here from the 9. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Third and goal, Winston. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A first update now from Cleveland. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
All right, here we go. Go! No, check. Patriot. No, check.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's man. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll buy some time right. And some space here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The ball comes out, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Slot man moves right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. The slot man in motion right. And they're going to go soft on the corner. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. Finding room inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue landing. Blue landing. Back down in that Philly. All right, now, lucky 56. Watching that Barney. All right, here. Watching that Barney. Here we go now. Blue landing. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. He'll drop to throw. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the D-line's going to spread out. Jameis now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. In the red zone this time. And to give this time to the tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. Able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 14. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back now in Tampa. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Over.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is knocked down from the side at the 3-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Off the play fake, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Second down, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
All day, every day, any day. Ready? Ready. Watch 54.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go. Please. Good. Back down in Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now here's a carry heading left. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards to go here on second down. Slot man moves right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. A second down throw for Winston. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 51 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston, his first touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. And the lead is down to 20. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. No. Check, penetrate.
They'll set up a throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they try the right side here. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run.